Coach, I mean, you've been on the road basically for the entire season, one home game. You finally get to, you get your baskets. That's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. The road's been good for us from a learning standpoint, and I think we got a lot of things that we've improved. Some things we got some things on tape that we need to continue to get better at. But it'll be nice to be here at home.
A bunch of MAC teams coming up too. I mean, what do you have to do against those types of teams?
Well, I mean, they tend to be a pretty physical conference by nature, those games. So that'll be good for us. Again, the different challenges, I think the more challenges you can present to your team in November or December, the more prepared you are for conference play. And we've done that by traveling, having quick turnarounds, playing different styles, and then just trying to play some good teams that would be comparable to what we have to play in our conference. And I think we get a good taste of that already, and I think even as we finish up November and move into December, a lot of the same.
To get these teams at Beagley has got to be a nice little added caveat.
Yeah, it's always nice to play at home. And, as Brandy mentioned, you don't have to go through the travel of checking in, checking out, and packing and all that kind of stuff. And then I think probably most importantly, you get to play on your rims where you spend most of your time practicing and shooting. There was no evidence that we practiced or shot on those rims at our last home game, but hopefully this next one will be different.
Coach, you said the road's been a learning experience. What have you learned?
Well, it has. I think we've learned, golly, I mean, a lot from just our mental approach to every game. I think guarding and defending different things. Goodness, offensively, being ready to move and execute offensively against different defensive strategies. The amount of effort that it takes to win road games, the preparation and being able to pick things up and execute in a short time frame. I mean, it's been good for us. It's been very good for us.
What can you tell us about Western Michigan and what kind of a challenge they present?
Well, I mean, they're a team that's going to try to play in transition. They're going to try to beat us down the floor. So that's where I think it starts defensively. They're going to ball screen us a lot, which we saw a fair amount of this past weekend. And so we're going to have to be able to defend their ball screen. And they probably slip screens more than anybody we've seen recently. So that'll be good for us to take another look at something, a new little wrinkle, I guess, to an offensive plan that we'll have to guard. Then defensively, they're going to try to pressure us and change defenses. And that'll be good for us to try to figure out what they're in, how to attack it, and see how well we execute.
And on the little farther horizon, Coach, Bowling Green is they've been nationally ranked the last couple of years. This is another tough program that's going to come in here and try to hit you guys in the mouth.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying not to think about that. But yeah, they're coming in, I guess that's after Western, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll look at that, and it'll be, as I mentioned before, it's good for us to play good teams. And when you play good teams, they expose the things that you do poorly. And sometimes you can get away with not playing basketball the right way and still win against some teams that aren't quite as good. And when you're playing these better teams, that if you do something wrong, whether it be offensively or defensively, they'll take advantage of it. And that's part of the idea behind our schedules. We wanted to make sure that we weren't fooling ourselves heading into conference play, thinking we're good at something that we're truly not. Our weaknesses will be exposed, and hopefully we can get them fixed.